So because I'm hoping to get away in my SUV for an overnight very soon, I've decided to make a dehydrated meal using red lentils. I'm going to make like a red lentil dal. I've also got rice cooking that I will also dehydrate some and freeze some because it freezes really well for other dishes. So anyway, let us start. I've already rinsed the red lentils. So I'm just going to put these in the pot. There they go. Now I don't want to put too much water in them because this will have to be dehydrated. So I'm just going to grab some water here from my Brita. Rinse off this at the same time. We're going to turn that on medium. I'm going to add a vegetable cube as I just want to make sure we have more flavor in here. So I'm just going to add that in there. Better grab a spoon. I'll just stir that up. And there we are. And the lid's on. It'll start to cook. And then in the frying pan, I've already chopped my onion here, so let me put that in there. I really don't want to use oil, so I'm going to do it in a bit of water. And just kind of cook that up a little bit. So I'll just put that on medium high. I'll just keep an eye on that. A little bit of water. And we'll see how that goes. And while that onion is starting to cook in the lentils, I've washed a couple of tomatoes here. And we'll just chop them up. And when the onion is cooked, we will add that to the onion. There's one done. Get the stalk out of there. I also have some spices mixed up here. There's some curry powder, there's ginger, garlic powder, onion powder, and that will add to the tomato and onion mixture before we add to the lentils. So we'll just let that all cook for a little bit. Well, the onion, and I did chop some garlic and added that to it, and the tomatoes and the spices, and oh, it smells so good. And then the lentils are almost done. Oh, it steamed up my camera. And then I will mix it together and I'll put it on in the dehydrator when it is cool. I will layer it in there and I'll dehydrate that. And that'll be towards a meal for when I'm out on the road. Now the dal is cool, so we're going to get ready to dehydrate. I'm just going to weigh some, like what I would think would be a serving for myself. Wet. Let me see. That's probably good. That weighs about 278 grams. Maybe we will just take it down a little bit. Okay, 250 grams. That sounds good. So I cut some parchment paper, so just gonna put some on here. Oh gosh, it smells so good. I want to eat some now. I probably will eat some for supper. I won't dehydrate all of it, just for a couple of meals. And I'll spread that thin in a minute. And the rice is cooked too, so I'm not sure if I will dehydrate that at the same time as it or not. I think I will do one more serving. Now I just have to spread it thinly. As thin as I can anyway, because we want this to dehydrate evenly if possible. And also we want it to get really crunchy. So make sure it's really dry when it's finished. Probably a spatula might have done better. So there I have spread the mixture thinly, and I'm going to put it at 135 degrees, dehydrate it till dry, and I'm going to do the other 2 trays and spread them out. And probably might not be ready till the morning, but we will see. And so I have 3 meals. Usually I just take rice and beans or make peanut butter sandwiches and have fruit. But this year I've decided I want to do something different. So that is why I'm making meals. So I've decided also to make some snacks besides my dehydrated meals. So I'm going to make some fruit leather today. I'm just putting some strawberries in that I had frozen. I have some dehydrated strawberries, but I don't think they'd work too well with this. Then I'm going to pour some applesauce in it. Yeah, I was lazy. I bought some. And we'll blend this up. If I get this done up. As I said before, I'm not perfect. I'm only human after all. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. And I'll just pour it on my sheets here. I am not sure how much to put on, as this is also a first attempt. And then I'm going to put this in the dehydrator at 145 degrees and check it after 2 hours, but it should take a total of about 4 hours. And then I will show you the finished product. Well, as you can see, it did work. Now I have to see if I can cut it. Not sure how I'm going to cut it. Okay. Yeah. Pizza cutter's not working. Oh, it did work. Okay, I guess this is how we're going to do it. There. Oh. I'll cut it in pieces like this. Well, the pizza cutter worked quite well, and I just put it in an empty little peanut butter jar. I hope that keeps that well. I'm not sure. As I said, this is the first time. And of course, I'm trying some. Yummy. Now I've made a sweet snack. Now I'm going to make a savory snack. These are chickpeas that I cooked up. And then I've got a mixture here of some oil, Worcestershire sauce, garlic powder, and onion powder. And I'm just going to pour that over. We're going to stir that up. Make sure it's over every little chickpea. The oven is set at 400. And I'm just going to roast these for an hour, checking every 15 minutes or turning, and hopefully these will crisp up and taste really, really good. And this is another snack for my trip. I'll put that on the pan. I'll spread these out. You can use canned chickpeas as well. Make sure you rinse them well. And make sure that they're dry before you put the topping on them. I think that's what you call it. Okay, ready to go in the oven when it's heated up. Well, I ended up turning the oven down. I didn't cook them as long as what they said, but they've turned out pretty good. I don't know if you can hear that crunch. Oh yeah, that's good. Be a good snack. I take when I go away, and these are the things that I put in it. I have a kettle that plugs into my lighter. Even though I shut this in the car door once when I was cleaning my car and shattered the black plastic on it, I wrapped it with electrical tape, and it has still worked for another 5 years so far. Then I take a little bit of peanut butter just for an extra protein. I have this container which has my silverware in it. I take a can opener just in case I need one, and that stays in there all the time. This here is my thermos. And this thermos is where I rehydrate my food. It has the wide mouth, and then I can just put my food in, put boiling water in from the kettle, and just let it sit. Stays hot and rehydrates. So when I have some, McDonald's salt and peppers. Then I have 2 meals here that I'm taking. This is my my lentils with my rice. And another one there. And I'm just taking some of my chickpea snacks. This jar of oatmeal is got my dehydrated apples in it, some chopped dates, some chopped walnuts, and that I will just do the same way in the thermos. I just take this just in case I need a little extra meal somewhere. And I have some of the fruit leather I made. I have some coffees and some tea, and then there's some powdered whitener and some more coffee in there. And then I take 1 plate. The other meals I eat right out of the thermos. And that's it. That's what I will take on this overnight trip. So my other snack that I will take will be some fresh fruit. Anyway, I pack my box. I remember to put a measuring cup in it. And I will set up my vehicle, and I'll show you that another time. And because it's just an SUV, Ford Escape. And my next video will be of my time away. It's just a one-night trip. There's one night when it won't get below freezing. So with lots of quilts, I should be warm enough. And I will show you that trip. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Have a great day.